Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Just last week, I did a report on how the figures for waiting times in A&E in August were the worst ever. And I don't mean the worst August, I mean the worst ever that just happened to occur in August. Well, wouldn't you know it, September's figures are out and, yep, they're even worse. People are dying in corridors. Ambulances are tied up for hours on end, unavailable for use out in the community because they're sitting in the car parks of hospitals waiting to get whoever's in the ambulance into the hospital. This can be fixed. Hire more nurses, hire more doctors, get more beds open, build more hospitals. But the SNP don't like to play those games. They want independence, and so they'll spend the money on independence, not on health. So when all these people die, well, it's their fault, isn't it? Now, there's already reports coming in of elderly people in particular who are foregoing meals in order to pay for heating. And at the same time, of course, Shona Robison admitted just the other day that she could afford to continue the Scottish winter fuel allowance payment, but has chosen not to. There's a line in Julius Caesar with Mark Antony, render thee thy bloodied hand. In other words, what he was saying is, we are agreeing that this bad deed needs doing. And that's what's going on within the SNP. They all have blood on their hands. They all know what they're doing, but they're all agreeing to do it, but keep quiet. If you're an SNP supporter, did you vote for Granny to die? I think you probably didn't, but she's going to. And it's only September. How bad is it going to be come January and February when the old are starving, freezing, and dropping dead in the street? The NHS will collapse. It will collapse under its own weight, incapable of sustaining itself. There literally is not the personnel or the resources. You cannot expect doctors and nurses to work 20-hour days to meet demand. And yet that is what they're going to have to do. Meanwhile, of course, independence ploughs on with ample budgets. How many people are going to die? We know at least 10,000 died during COVID, possibly through corporate homicide by the Shipman sisters. But is Shona any worse by denying the money for the NHS? Every death can be laid at her door now. Every single one. Shona, render thee my bloodied hand. Thanks a lot. Bye.